What's up, guys? Is your boy Omar Cabrera, or you can add me at Ecom Adventure. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram. And today I'm going to come at you guys with a huge video. So today I'm going to show you guys how I usually run my campaign. So this is one of my fake ad accounts that I kind of just throw around and use to kind of teach people what they need to do, whether I'm coaching or just walking through some steps, or if I'm setting up an ad campaign for myself and I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. So guys, first of all, what I'm going to firstly do is I'm going to create. Okay, so you want to be in the campaign section and you want to click create. Now, Facebook has changed, as you can tell. You have new categories. And honestly, that has nothing to do with you unless you're like in a housing market or stuff like this. As relates to credit, employment, or housing. So you probably don't have nothing to do with this if you're doing dropshipping, e-commerce, or if you're a social media agency. Now, so one thing that I like to do, and I see a lot of people usually doing this, is you go to engagement first. Previously in the past, if you do have a higher budget and you are dropshipping, or you're selling a product, e-commerce or anything like that, I do recommend going to conversions. Conversions can help you a lot with this because Facebook is basically optimizing, saying who most likely is going to purchase this item. So yeah, so if you do have a higher budget, definitely go for conversions and gain data from there. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to engagement. Now, a big thing that people don't really realize that's important is what you put here. So a lot of people, like if you're new, you would leave this blank. The thing is, you don't want to leave this blank, guys. You want to say exactly what it is. So I'm going to say engagement for a ad campaign, obviously, and I'm going to say it's for a video. Sorry about that. A video where a video ad talking about, let's say I was selling a waist trainer, right? So I'm going to put waist trainer, if I can spell, right? And then so that's basically going to allow me to differ basically like what it is. So it's an engagement campaign for a waist trainer, and then I like to do a dash and say exactly what it is. So it's a video. Okay, so now I know. Okay, so it's an engagement campaign, and what is my item? It's a waist trainer, and this is a video. Okay, so I usually don't do campaign budget optimization, not for testing purposes. This is the top of the funnel, guys, and I don't usually do create split tests because that's something you're gonna do already. Okay, so now here is the huge thing. People are like, who should I target? What should I target? Targeting does play a huge role and a huge factor into this, right? So you want to be able to target the right audience. If you don't target the right audience, you're literally failing yourself, and you're failing your money because you're gonna lose a lot of money if you're not targeting the right audience. Like if someone has a dog, why would you target them for cat products? It just doesn't make any sense. So one thing I like to do is I like to target, they're called the big four. So I like to target United States, Canada, and then Australia. And these guys, the reason why people target these is because these guys usually have a bigger budget, as well as they're more likely to purchase. And the United Kingdom. Also, guys, I kind of want to show you this really quick. I remember a long time ago, I used to waste my money, and I used to see the same ad campaign over and over again. This is when I first started off brand new, kind of just jumped right into it. And the reason why was because I typed into this. Now, if you don't know what this is a custom audience. Now I'm gonna dive deeper into that in later videos, but basically a custom audience is the same audience you've been targeting. So like for instance, if let's say Josh sees my campaign, right? If I retarget him, he would go in a custom audience, whatever I would target him off of. But if he viewed it, a certain percentage of the video, he viewed, yeah, he clicked the actual campaign, he checked out or something like that, I will put him in a custom audience, and this is what it would target. Now a lot of people use this and they spend their money on custom audiences and they have no idea what it's for. Do not type into this, leave this blank, guys. You don't want to use that. Right, so now I targeted a big four. Now a lot of people leave this blank. So it depends. So whether or not you're running an agency or you're running something else, this does defer to what you're doing. For me, if I'm selling my waist trainer, then obviously I would target women, of course, and then I would obviously kind of stay in this range because I will allow testing to test whether or not who is engaging mostly, like what woman is engaging mostly. Is it the 18-year-olds, 19, 20-year-olds, or is it the older women? For languages, you can leave this blank because Facebook's going to obviously optimize only for the English language. So you can honestly just leave that blank. I usually leave it blank. If you feel comfortable just typing English in here, you can just do English all. So you can just do English all, and then basically, have it populate. Also, this takes right here, the audience size, it's a huge factor, right? So the audience size is what is the potential reach? So and it's going to show you don't really want a broad audience. Like you want to slim it down as much as possible, but not too little because then now you're spending less money and your audience is more optimized and Facebook's not really splurging your money on a audience that's not going to buy. So one thing for detailed targeting I like to do is I like to target people with credit cards. And the reason why I like to target people with credit cards is because people with credit cards are most likely to purchase. They're that's the reason why we're in so much debt in America. Because people are more likely to purchase with a credit card. Now, I do recommend people do this. I do this, and it works. Okay, so then you can narrow down the audience again, which people don't understand that you can do this. Now, and let's say like you're having trouble finding it, right? You can literally click suggestions, right? And obviously, I've ran this campaign before, and I can do, since I'm doing weight training, I can just do physical exercise. Now what Facebook's going to do is it's going to target not just only people with credit cards, but it's going to target people who are also interested in physical exercise, right? So that plays a huge factor, right? And now I'm down to 27 million. Okay, now let's narrow it further. You see, I like to kind of get in the area where I'm like 5 million, 1 million. So what else, like for a weight trainer, like what else? Now let's say I can't come up with anything. I can click this browse button, right? So now you have a browse button and you can literally click it and you can click on behaviors, right? So now you can have people where it's their anniversary, you can literally target so much stuff. You can target purchase behavior, like engage shoppers. Like I can literally target that one. Now I'm down to 9 million. So now I'm targeting credit card people who also are into physical exercise and who are also engaged in shopping. Do you guys see where I'm going here? Like this, and if I really wanted to, I can do it again, right? I can go into the interests. Okay, now obviously they're going to be in fitness and wellness. And then I already did physical exercise. I can do running, right? So not only am I targeting people with credit cards, but I'm targeting people who do physical exercise, targeting people who are engaged in their shopping, and I'm targeting people who run, right? Who are interested in running. Now, and I'm targeting 4 million of them, okay? Now imagine my reach is 591 to 1.7K. If I'm using a waist trainer as one of the ads that I'm using, like one of my products, how many people are going to purchase this item who will fall into this category, who have a credit card, so they're more likely to purchase, they're physically active, they're engaged, again, so they're more likely to purchase. See, this is just qualifying them, and then they're also a runner. So to go in, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of this, right, of the demographics, okay? So you have the education, financial, life events, parents, relationships, work. Now, who are the type of people who want a slimmer belly, right? So I can do relationship status. Like, guys, Facebook knows this information. Like, they know this information. Like, in a relationship, married, like, they know this by the way they react, right? Most likely, someone who's married is probably going to try and slim down for their husband, right? Or someone who's single, trying to get in shape to get a man. So, like, or vice versa. But as you can see, like life events, this is you can target a long distance relationship, newly engaged. Like, there's so much stuff and data that Facebook allows you to target, right? And guys, if you don't use this, you're definitely missing out. To finish this off, always edit placements. So Facebook has kind of changed this because they realized people weren't actually using a lot of it. I don't usually do video feeds or Instagram feed with this, because the reason why is because Facebook basically, for the Facebook news feed, people just scrolling. Like, usually when an ad pops up on the Facebook the Facebook video feeds, people just scroll over them. I mean, you can if you want to. That's something you have to test. I don't use Instagram for this because of the fact that I will be putting links in this one, so the Instagram will be a different ad, because again, Instagram does not allow you to actually click on the links. So yeah, so you can do an article. You can leave that there, or you can get rid of it. I don't think you need an article. I don't use it. Apps and sites. Again, I don't believe that you will be using this one. So you can honestly get rid of it. Okay, and then you can leave this alone, guys. You just want to keep it at all mobile devices, kind of like, I don't think that's something you need to test. And then, so yeah, so you want to make sure it's on page post engagement or post engagement. And again, you want to set a budget from like to $10 to $15, and you want to run, and you want to set, now this is huge, guys, you want to set a start time. Okay, guys, the start time will always be midnight, and the reason why is because if I start it right now, and let's say the ad gets approved within like an hour or two, most likely not. If the ad gets approved in an hour or two, then Facebook's gonna try to spend that $10 budget within 2 hours, and you don't want that to happen, because it's a waste of money, and they're not gonna put your video in front of the right audience. So what you want to do is you want to start it at midnight. No matter what time you are, start it at midnight. Be patient and let this ad run for 3 to 4 days, guys. And once this ad is running for 3 to 4 days, go back and see the data that you collected. And if you're not getting the right engagement and you believe that this is a failed ad, either try a new ad set, the actual people you're targeting, or just get rid of the product and find a new product. That's it, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at eCommerce Adventures, or follow me on Twitter at eCommerce Adventures. Thanks, guys. Peace.